Finding a skin routine for your 20s is actually a really difficult thing. So first of all, you're just coming out of being a teen and probably having the worst skin ever, to now everyone telling you that you need to be using all these certain products because you're going to get wrinkles anytime soon. The truth is, what we want in our 20s is skin that is clear and plump, and really just to get into a routine and use certain products that future-proof us. So in my 8 years, not quite 10 years of experience being in my 20s, I have had some really good and some really bad experiences that I can now put down to a list of 7 things that I think that you should be doing in your 20s when it comes to skincare. So let me show you them. So tip number 1 is to stop touching your face. This is something that I have been really guilty of in the past. So if I get in a really stressful situation, or I'm trying to kind of knuckle down and do work, and my hand's here, and then I find a little bump and I'm like, oh, what's that? And I can't stop touching it, of course. And I find that then because of that, it makes it 10 times worse just around that area in general. So there's so much bacteria on these little bad boys, and you should really stop touching your face. So number 2 is all about taking care of a blemish, because the thing is that adult acne is inevitable. So my tip for really taking care of a blemish is making sure that you treat it right. If it's not ready, don't do anything, and make sure that you are never ever popping it with your fingers. I know it's really tempting. So what I really recommend is using an oil cleanser. An oil cleanser is fantastic because it has the kind of smooth texture that you need to work it out of the pores. Tip number 3 is making sure that you mix it up. This is my favorite tip because I love using new skincare products, and there are a lot of people out there that say that in your 20s you should stick to one routine. But I really think that you should mix it up once you have that one routine of cleansing, toning and moisturizing down. So what I will do is I use a different cleanser in the morning compared to night. I will also use a different moisturizer depending on kind of what I'm needing for the day. Especially at night, I will use a really thick moisturizer if I find that my skin isn't looking as plump as it should be. Just whatever works for your skin and gives you that little boost and glow, go for it. Tip number 4 is nailing down a morning routine. Now this is honestly the number 1 tip I can give you for transforming your skin in your 20s. Now I've got to be honest with you, a few years ago I didn't wash my face in the morning. However, someone told me, just start washing your face in the mornings as well. So look, I gave it a go. It doesn't take any longer with your morning routine. I'm not asking you to get up any earlier because girl, I value my sleep. However, wash your face in the morning, tone, moisturize, a simple 3-step routine, and you will honestly find within a couple of weeks your skin is just looking so much better. Now number 5 and 6, I'm gonna sound like your mum, okay? So number 5 is all about food and drink. I really recommend antioxidants. So that's foods like blueberries and nuts have a lot of antioxidants in them. And the thing is if you put that in, you actually get the rewards coming out of your skin. Your skin loves antioxidants and they need that as your skin ages. So really just adding those kinds of food groups to your existing diet, do it. That's easy, and berries and nuts are bloody delicious. Number 6 is all about stress and late nights. So the thing is that if you have a late night, if you're stuck in Ponsonby, having fun, your song's on, I do not blame you, but make sure that when you get home, you get a really good night's sleep. Skin needs sleep because that's when oxygen and blood circulates around, and so I highly recommend just making sure that you get enough winks. If that includes having like a 4-hour nap, so be it. Number 7 is all about SPF. SPF is the number 1 thing that you can do to help with future-proofing your aging skin. So what I recommend in your 20s is just find a moisturizer that has a good SPF in it. So one product that I'm using at the moment is the Shiseido Wazo Color Correcting Moisturizer. So it has SPF 30 in it, but the thing that I'm even more excited about is that it has a color corrector pigment in it. So it's almost like a beautiful BB cream when you have it on. And I've got it on right now without any foundation on. So those are my tips. I have also worked out that I look really weird when I'm like cleansing and putting on moisturizer. I look like this tiny, like excited hamster. But I'm gonna roll with it. So we've all learned things today. And what I recommend is really just taking the tips that work for you, trying out a couple of them, seeing how you go, and just checking in with yourself. If you're not happy with your skin, you have the power to change it. And hopefully these tips have given you that. If you want to check out the Shiseido Wazo range, I highly recommend it for people in their 20s. It has been made for people in their 20s. Just make sure that you go to a Shiseido counter and really just check it out, because I promise that there is going to be a skincare product that is perfect for you in your busy routine. See you guys.